slow.
Elves magic, I tell you. Shatter your towers and crystal balls. Break your wands and burn your hats. Turn away the black cat.
Boo.
And the bat.
Boo.
And the rat.
Excuse me, hi.
Boring.
Yeah, I know.
Likewise, the frog.
What have frogs ever done to you? Notice board. Oh, what kind of stuff am I dealing with this time around? Oh, boy. Gargoyle contract, of course. Let it be known far and wide that the sorcerers gathered in Loc Muínne seek a brave soul to rid the city of gargoyles, because bloody hell they are a big threat and bothersome. These being pose a threat to the guests arriving for the summit, therefore they must be removed by any means possible. The person or persons who successfully fulfill this contract will be rewarded by the venerable Brass of Banard and receive the gratitude of the Brotherhood. Yes, please. I'll take that. Mighty Nua's challenge. I've already defeated him, and we got elegance breeds prestige. Style shapes charisma. We all know just how important a dazzling appearance can be. I don't need this. I mean, I've already changed my hairstyle, so... Okay, not too much. But at least there's the gargoyle contract, which I can do something with. Learn... What do you mean learn more about gargoyles? I know about gargoyles. Due to the attacks by gargoyles living in the ruins, not many were willing to attend the Loc Muínne summit. The problem became serious enough that the sorcerers decided to hire a witcher. Luckily, our hero was at hand. Geralt, as always, decided to learn more about the monsters through fighting them and reading learned tomes. The Witcher learned that gargoyles are magical creatures, posed as the city guards. They attacked anyone who entered an area protected by the spell. Finding and deactivating the magic seals that bound the gargoyles would be enough to solve the problem. Armed with a sharp sword and knowledge, the Witcher started looking for the seals. And since I have the Book of Ruins, I'm going to be able to do that a whole lot better. Brilliant, I can do that. Meanwhile, many more peoples.
May the triple goddess watch over you.
The who?
It's a waste of words.
Well, if you say the triple goddess of waste of words, those are not my words. Are you... Brass of Banard, hi.
I'm Geralt. Brass of Banard. I remember you from Thanedd. I believe I saw you in Oxenfurt too.
I
Seems
don't
we only
remember.
ever meet on Elvenland.
Indeed. But I suspect you're not here to chat about Elven ruins.
On the contrary, Elven ruins are interesting. Kind of. Especially the bathhouses.
On the contrary, I find Elven ruins interesting.
Do you really? Elven works are not half as interesting as gnomish ones.
Gnomish?
But even ruined, Loc Muínne is impressive. It must have been beautiful in the times of the First Conclave.
Everything was better before the war, as they say. The sources. Those children that old Geoffrey Monk brought here to train in the magic arts must have walked around gaping at all they saw.
Somehow I just can't imagine Hen Giddimdeath as a small gawking boy.
You met him? Ah, right, on Thanedd. His death was a terrible loss. Terrible. You see, Geralt, everyone complains about how the world is taking a turn for the worse.
Values are being compromised. The small is dislodging the great.
Exactly. But the events on Thanedd truly marked the end of an era. The world grew up, losing its virginity in a rape.
What use are masters of magic and legendary heroes to a grown-up world?
They're of no use, that's the point. Today, people manage perfectly well without mages, witches, and heroes.
Yet not everyone understands that, and not everyone likes it.
You're so clever you'll get in trouble.
I know.
We'd best change the subject.
Maybe. I need weapons, and I heard about a certain legend of a certain strong weapon.
Actually, I'm here because of your weapon expertise.
I'm no expert.
You're the best swordsmith among mages.
I'm more interested in the cultural relics of other races, actually.
I'm going to need a solid cultural relic in my hand.
I guess the circumstances require haste.
Can you help me, maybe? Know anything about gargoyles? That could help me out. But in the meantime, ever heard of the Wild Hunt?
I'm interested in the Wild Hunt. Any chance you know something about it?
No, birds are not exactly my speciality.
Birds. Thank you. I want to know everything about this manuscript. What manuscript?
I came upon this strange manuscript.
Ooh,
Think you can help me with it?
I know which one. Malgat's manuscript.
Why, yes. I don't believe I'm mistaken. Do you realize what you hold in your hands?
I hope it's something
wouldn't be asking
valuable.
if I did.
You see, the Vrans knew well how to secure their treasures. It is said that in some places they left sentries. Now, these sentries come to life when someone draws near who possesses a scroll inscribed with words of power, like this one is. Provide the correct password, and the doors to a hidden vault open before you.
Ooh.
So how do I use the manuscript?
Nothing comes free, my friend.
Yeah, understandable. All right, here. I mean, I could. Right? I'm your friend. Right?
You needn't even know the meaning of the words for the sentry to let you pass.
Wait,
You
okay.
must merely know the sequence in which the password must be read. In this case, we have a sentence. Nana kanpa zi udu ya lala gat exa nana zi udu zi gat kanpa nibit.
What?
Nana kanpa means forge ahead, while nana zi means backtrack. In summary, should you encounter a sentry who reacts to this scroll, you must first answer with the words that follow Nana Kanpa in their given sequence, then omit Nana Z, and conclude with all the words that follow this phrase, but in reverse order.
What?
Complicated, actually.
Not that complicated.
Thanks for your help.
What? Oh my god. From a bygone era. Bras Bernard, a learned sorcerer whom our hero met in Loc Muínne, told Geralt an interesting story about Vrans. The members of this extinct intelligent reptilian race loved, ward, and gathered treasure. The Vrans were adept at securing their riches. They placed magical guardians near their hoards, and these would activate should someone carrying a token inscribed with the words of power necessary to open the passage come nearby. The guardians would allow into the treasuries only those who knew the passwords. Geralt kept Braz's advice in mind, and since it was likely that the document he found in the haunted house by the Pontar contained the Vran password, he decided to search Loc Muínne for a spot at which it might be useful. I have a feeling I'm going to be talking to you a little bit more and have you repeat that sentence and all that information several more times so I kinda know what the hell I need to do. In the meantime though, let's play dice poker. I'm already the champion. Let's trade. I want to see what you have for sale. In regards to normal weapons, short elven sigil. It's a decent sword, yes. Elven sword, also pretty decent. Koveri sword, okay. Novigradian sword. Pretty decent, but no, not what I'm looking for. Armor of Tirnalia. Oh, that is pretty good and expensive. But I found that the armors you can construct yourself are often better. Ooh, friend armor enhancement. If I'm going to find these Vrans, or whatsoever, having this might be interesting. Runes of Power, thank you, I already have those. Iron ore, silver ore. Zerricane Torment. That's a pretty good sword. Damage to the insectoids, necrophages, larger monsters, raves, gargoyles, adrenaline, generational hit info. Oh my god, that's a good one. Oh, but what does it require? Diamond dust, got that. Dragon scales, don't have that. Iron ore, silver ore, yellow meteorite ore. Am I going to fight a dragon? Am I going to fight Saskia?
Well, what do you think? Philippa isn't going to let you anywhere near her if I have to make a guess. And I fear that the way to free Saskia involves getting up close and personal.
I don't like that idea. A superb yellow meteorite silver sword, blue meteorite, red meteorite. They're all pretty good, but I like the Zerricanium or whatsoever. But no. In regards to damage output, the Guihir is still an amazing sword, so I'm sticking to that one. But do you know anything about gargoyles?
Tell me what you know about those gargoyles that are bothering you.
They were servants of the mages who once lived in Loc Muínne. The mages left, but the gargoyles remained behind. They're still lethal.
Noticed.
The waters they guard are simply inaccessible.
If you say so, but I have the power of runes. But in the meantime, yeah, I'm gonna have to talk a little bit to you to figure out what the hell I need to do with that friend password. I'll get my pen and paper. Alright, Brass of Bernard's words have been noted down, and dear god, it is a mouthful. And even now, I still don't fully understand it, so I hope by the time I'm actually face to face with whatever this friend password thing is, I'll know more. But in the meantime, Radagast. Greetings. And Amerigo?
I don't want anything to do with you.
Well, same goes for me, I guess. Quentin the Hare and
What
Peter.
are you staring at?
Let's roll some die. This is what? Let's roll some dice. But wait, it is my original idea, which I had for Seltkirk, possibly cause of ruckus, get arrested. Is that an actual thing that I can do to get arrested? Because if I cause a ruckus right here, right now, this seems to be a brilliant idea. I might regret this though.
Smelled something awful. Thought it was dung. Now I see it's only a couple of Redanian dogs.
What was that? Bloody bastard. You're about to feel a Redanian dog's bite. That's him!
Barbarian.
Fist fighting? Yeah, we're definitely causing a ruckus in this case. Oh. Someone get the guards, they're fighting. Please, before they break down Loc Muínne even more and bring danger and death to the rest of the people. It's the evil Witcher, he started.
What's going on here?
It's actually working, oh my god, yes. Hi. A minor misunderstanding.
Nothing worth your while. A little difference of opinion.
I could treat this as an assault on representatives of the Redanian royal delegation.
Oh, please
Yeah,
don't
you
throw me
could.
into jail.
What'd that entail?
A stint in the dungeon ought to calm you
Oh
down.
my god.
Then we'll see.
A stupid street fight, and you want to dump me in a dungeon with Philippa Eilhart?
Ah, we're not animals. A modest contribution to the order, along with your word of honor that you'll not do this again.
A contribution and my word of honor or the dungeon.
Precisely.
Listen, Sir Knight, if you don't shut your fat mouth, I'll start a row that'll make the Battle of Brenna look like a squabble.
Bind this madman and lock him up with the witch.
Thank you. Well, it's for a higher cause.
You?
Yes.
Here?
Yes. Hi. Didn't expect me, did you? So, we need to have a talk.
What are you doing here?
I worked awfully hard to see Philippa Eilhart in chains.
I doubt you'll be so witty once we're standing side by side on the scaffold.
Unlike you, I've done nothing that would get me hanged.
To them, you're a kingslayer. I assure you, Radovid's torturers will make you admit to anything. Even intercourse with trolls.
Did you? Radovid's got nothing against me.
Radovid's no idiot. He knows I'm innocent. Besides, I helped him once.
Radovid is a politician. He'd gladly show the world he's an avenger of fallen kings.
Sure, but before he does that, he'll gladly hear about your exploits in Vergen.
By aiding the rebels, I weakened Henselt's position, and that's of paramount importance. Radovid is king of the hill. He has the deciding vote during the summit, thanks, among others, to me.
Is that why he dumped you in this dungeon?
This, Witcher, is a little misunderstanding.
A little misunderstanding? Well, let's get another misunderstanding out of the way, miss. When did you figure out that Saskia was a dragon?
Did you know from the start that Saskia was a dragon?
I had suspected she was not what she seemed to be for some time, though I did not learn the truth until she fell poisoned and I could examine her thoroughly.
I've seen the list of antidote ingredients. Not a word about the Rose of Remembrance.
Well, we all prefer to have loyal allies. The Rose of Remembrance is very powerful. Even as a she-dragon, Saskia could not resist my spell.
Why don't you summon her? You could use some help now.
Dimeritium blocks all magic, telepathy included.
Interesting.
Someone's coming.
Oh, Dimeritium also
Your
blocks
Majesty.
witches' signs.
I've waited long for this meeting. You left Redania so suddenly I had no chance to give you the send-off you so richly deserved.
Your Majesty, I fail to understand why I have been arrested. I've done nothing but serve Redania's interests, supporting the rebellion, undermining Henselt, risking my own reputation on your behalf.
I'm no longer the little boy who believed your every word.
Why do you do this, Radovid? I was there at your most trying hours. Without me, you would not be the man you are. I don't understand.
You understand very well. You conspired against my father Vizimir, and against me. The entire Redanian court once trembled in fear of Philippa Eilhart.
Untrue, sire. You must let me explain. What are your charges, your Majesty?
Ambassador,
Triss Marigold was kind enough to compile a list of persons making up the secret society known as the Lodge of Sorceresses. Some Nilfgaardian sorceresses were members as well, but you need not be bothered with them, my lady.
No.
Triss, you're mad!
the Lodge ordered Demoven killed. It ordered Foltest killed. I suspect you played a part in my father's death. And if I released you from the Dimeritium, you'd kill me too. You're finished, Eilhart. There will be a trial, due process, everything as it should be. But know that you shall not wriggle out of this. You shall be convicted of conspiracy, treason, and regicide. They'll rip your flesh from you in bits before they burn you at the stake. Throughout my childhood, I felt your cold stare on the back of my neck. When I issued orders, my subjects would search with their eyes for Philippa Eilhart's gesture of consent. The entire court at Tretogor looked on as you humiliated me. All Redania laughed behind my back. You taught me to look everyone in the eye. Forced them to lower their gaze, do you remember? A king must never show weakness, uncertainty, you said. I've mastered that skill. Yet there is one I could never force to submit. You.
So this is all about revenge as
You
well.
have one chance to shorten your suffering. Admit to everything, here and now in the ambassador's presence. Look me in the eye and repent. Submit.
Well?
As you wish. Torturer, put out those
No,
vile
no.
eyes.
You're
No,
making
don't
a grave
kill her.
error, sire.
Said it? No! Oh my god. When you said put us out those vile eyes, I thought you were saying kill her. Not actually.
We will talk again, witch.
What?
I refused to believe it when they told me Geralt of Rivia was in my dungeon. The Geralt I know wouldn't let himself be captured.
I was really hankering for a tour of your dungeon, sire.
Heard there was quite the
What's so
sight.
interesting about it?
The guests.
I apologize for the dismal company you're in, Witcher. Fortunately, Eilhart won't be with us much longer.
Let Triss go. I know you have her around. I also know you might need her for proof or anything like that, but let her go.
I beg your mercy, not for myself, but for Triss Marigold.
Your friend is now in Ambassador Fitz-Esterland's hands.
Yeah, I'm not happy with
I know,
that.
But surely Shillard won't deny you a small favor, sire.
Forgive me, but I can't be sure that I won't require grander favors from Nilfgaard. The fate of entire nations will be decided in this city. Individuals are irrelevant.
Okay, well, in that case, I heard Shillard speaking of the Lodge.
The Nilfgaardian ambassador mentioned an organization of sorceresses. Just so happens I'm interested in the plans of this lodge.
Those plans should interest no one, because the Lodge will soon cease to exist. I've nothing against you personally, Witcher, but you've gone from being an uninvited guest to being an awkward witness.
Sorry? Well, if so, what will you do with me, King?
I understand I'm in for an extended tour.
You certainly shan't leave here before the summit ends.
I'm flattered, sire, but you overestimate me if you think I could influence it in any way.
Politics is like a complicated puzzle. Every piece may prove useful, or equally useless, even harmful. A breakthrough awaits us here at Loc Muínne, by my hand no less. This will be no second Thaned. Soon, everyone will learn what the Redanian king is capable of. You'll excuse me, but it's time for the summit.
Radovid is capable, but too young. He has yet to understand that only the dead remain truly silent. Because Redania is doing Nilfgaard a favor, I feel obliged to help the king in return.
Maybe I should help the king as well and leave you in a lot of trouble. But before we get to that, leave Triss alone, dudes.
Let Triss go.
That would be foolish. If there truly is a place we go after leaving this Vale of Tears, you'll meet her there soon enough. Allow me to relieve the Redanian executioner.
What kind of favor is Redania doing Nilfgaard anyway?
What favor do you mean? You can tell me. Just like you said, the dead keep their secrets.
That's true, but I prefer to be cautious. I promise to reveal every last detail as soon as your body is cold.
Pleasant.
Pity you won't live to see it. Loc Muínne's in for a huge surprise. Both the mages and the kings.
Yeah, Radovid won't be amused. You probably know that.
Nobody likes others to decide for them. That's especially true of kings.
You're dangerous, Witcher, and too independent. In time, Radovid will thank me, and he won't be alone. Kill him, but beware his sorcery.
Yeah.
Hold him, heart.
You probably should have thought about that sorcery beforehand in regards to the Meritium cuffs and kind. I mean, you kind of made a mistake, friend. Big mistake. And you're pretty much dead. I mean, it's not my favorite sword, but I can handle you. I mean, you're not going anywhere.
Out of here.
I need some answers first.
Yeah. Is what Shillard said true? Is it true? Are the Nilfgaardians truly planning something big?
Was Shillard telling the truth about the lodge, the assassinations?
He said exactly what Radovid wanted to hear. Half-truths, musings stripped of context, which differ very little from lies.
What is the
Did Triss take
context
part
in
in all
that
this?
case?
She's clean in those terms. Innocent as a child, but only to a point. I assure you, she has not been honest with you about many other matters.
Why did all this happen? Murdering monarchs, what interests did it serve? I can't fathom.
Help me get out of here and I'll explain all and lift the spell from Saskia.
Oh, you
Take
better.
these shackles off me and lead me to my house. I beg you. I'll tell you everything. Everything.
At the same time, Jorvith is in Loc Muínne and he's pretty eager to see you as well.
I didn't track you alone. Jorvith can't wait to see you again.
My death would change little. Jorvith and all like him have no right to judge others.
Okay, so in regards to Saskia, how does the spell work? Or are we talking about a different spell here?
How does the spell work?
Saskia's will and mine are one. She cannot resist me. But fear not. There's no suffering involved. She merely believes me to be the most wonderful person in the world. As if she were in love. You know what's most beautiful? In spite of all this, she seems unchanged. She's retained her charm, her valor, her honor.
Not entirely, because she's still changed. It's what Jorvith said. And the whole ordeal with Devmold, the execution. Yes, he kind of deserved it, but even so, Zoltan was right in that regard. But where is Saskia right now?
Where's Saskia?
When I was arrested, she was with Sheila. They must be on their way to the deliberations by now.
Okay, Sheila, that answer feel brilliant. Okay, but if I help you, I'll also put Triss in danger at the same time. Like, I could go after Triss right now, help her out. Or I help you, and thus also help Saskia. Oh, I'm gonna have to choose.
Clock's ticking. Time is of the essence.
Why do you do this? Would you take vengeance on a blind woman?
Shillard said they've got Triss. I have to free her before they put out her eyes too.
Going to the Nilfgaardian camp is suicide.
And leaving a friend is villainy.
Only I know how to break the spell that holds Saskia. Get me out of here. If I die, she'll remain forever spellbound.
But... I knew it, I have to choose. Oh my god. Okay. They want Triss alive. They definitely have plans for her. As of right now, she's out of mortal danger. I'd hope. I'd assume, I'd guess. You'll lift the spell from Saskia. Let's go.
All right, but if you're lying to me...
Unbind me and lead the way. We must return through the sewers.
The shackles stay on, and you'll go first.
Shillard will raise the alarm.
No, he won't. We'll be long gone by the time he comes to.
Can't we just kill him? Yeah.
I'm not into murdering unconscious old men.
Okay, at the same time,
Lead
yeah,
on.
true, but he's bothersome. Can we at least tie him up?
No tricks, Phil.
I want to get out of here, and I want to live.
I believe that. Can you walk? Sure you won't faint on me?
I'll manage. Will you remove my shackles?
Not yet.
Manacles stay on.
Because I don't fully trust you. Also, why does every single path lead us right back into the sewers? I'm not really happy with that idea.
Choosing between Triss and Saskia isn't an easy choice, especially because of the ramifications each choice has. Oh, let's hope that Triss will be alright. Once we've freed Saskia, she will have our full attention.